about it, most of the teachings and preachings have been focused on the what and the why, right? In other words, whatever that Bible sermon or that Bible teaching is around, but it always falls into the category of the what and the why. And what do I mean by that? It is the what is you must be born again, and why? To be able to enter into the kingdom of God. But this teaching of the two mothers, even though Yeshua does highlight the what and the why, but we're going to focus on the who and the how. And before we get into this whole conversation, so we're going to go to John 2nd chapter, start at verse 23. And I want to read it from the Passion Translation. John 2:23. While Jesus was at the Passover feast, the number of his followers began to grow, and many gave their allegiance to him because of all the miraculous signs they had seen him doing. But Jesus did not entrust himself to them because he knew how fickle human hearts can be. He didn't need anyone to tell him about human nature, for he fully understood what man was capable of doing. And that is John chapter 2, verse 23 through 25. So now that we set it up where, Jesus knew what was in the heart of men, now we go to John chapter 3. And there was a man of the Pharisees named Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. According to the concordance, right, a ruler is a magistrate or a judge, a prince, a counselor, a member of the Supreme Council of the Jews, a man of influence. So we can just stop right there. Nicodemus was a ruler, right? He was a man of influence. When we read the Net Bible, it reads like this. Now a certain man, a Pharisee named Nicodemus, who was a member of the Jewish ruling council. Here we have Nicodemus, a ruler of the Jews. And in verse 2, which I find interesting, he came to Jesus by night and said to him, and he says to him, Rabbi, we know that you are a teacher come from God. Stop right there. So as I'm reading, I'm saying, wait a minute.